Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about multiplication of decimals. Okay, so let's take this given example. So 0.05 times 1.04. Okay, so the first step we are going to do is write this as a fraction. So you know that if we take the decimal point to the right in 2 points, we get 5. So we have taken the decimal point to the right to make this a whole number without any decimal point. So we took it two places. So we took it two places, then we get 100. Okay. Then we take multiplication term without any change, and we want to make this a whole number too. So the thing we are going to do is the same. Take the decimal point two times to the right hand side. So we get 104 over, we took two times now, then two zeros, 100. So this is the multiplication with fractions. We convert this into fraction multiplication. Then this is easy. So you know these two multiplied and put it in the numerator. So we can get 104 times 5, 25. So 520. You know that when we multiply 100 by 100, we get 10,000. So now this is our resulting fraction. Now the easiest thing we have to do is we have to make this a decimal number. So what we can do is we write 520. Now we know that if it is a whole number, this is a whole number now, the decimal point is here. So divided by 10,000 means we have four zeros now. So dividing by 10,000 means we have to take the decimal point to the left hand side by 4 points. So our decimal point now should be here. Then we have to put a 0, and this is our answer. Okay, and after that we can check division by decimals. Before going to that, I'll do some examples with decimal multiplication. So I'll do the 19th one. So that's 1.2 times 0.8. So the first thing is we convert both these decimal numbers into fractions. So the first thing we are going to do is take the decimal point until we can make this a whole number. So 1 point to the right, we can get 12. This is a whole number, and we took 1 point to the right now, then divide by 10 times. Here now, the decimal point is here. We can make this a whole number by taking decimal point to the right, one place. Then we get 8 over, we took 1 point to the right, then divide by 10. Now, simple fraction multiplication. Multiply these two, put it in the numerator. Then 96 over 10 times 10, these two multiplied, put it in the denominator, 100. So then our answer is 96. Now the decimal point is here. We have to divide by 100. Take the decimal point to the left by 2 points. So now our decimal point is here. So our answer is 0.96. Okay. So then I'll try another example. Let's take this 26th one. Okay, so 3.0501 times 1.1. So similar steps, we have to make this fraction multiplication. So then what we do is, we have to make this a whole number first. Then here's the decimal point. We have to take it 4 points to the right. So then we get 30501 over, we took 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, then divide by, we have to contain 4 zeros. So then 10,000. Then times, we can make this a whole number by taking the decimal point to the right by one place. So 11 divided by 10. It contained 10, 1 0, because we took the decimal point to the right by one place. Now this is our converted fractions multiplication. Then easy thing, we have to multiply the numerators. So you can write it here. Multiplying by 11 is easy. We have to write this and put a 0, write this again. Now add. Okay, this is our multiplied number 335511 over 10,000 times 10 is 100,000. Okay, then our final answer we can get 335511. Our decimal point is here. So dividing by 100,000 means it has 5 zeros. Then we have to take the decimal point to the left by 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here should be the decimal point. So our answer is this. And this is our answer. Okay. I think you got what is happening with the multiplication of decimals. Then I'll go to the division by decimals part. Okay. So let's first do this example. This one is easy. I'll do this one first. So we are dividing a decimal number 3.14 by 5. Okay. So it's like the longer division. Nothing different, but only thing we do is we put the decimal point aligned to the one we are dividing. And now we check how many fives are there. I mean, how many fives are there for 3? No fives in 3. So 0. 5 times 0, 0. Subtract 3 subtracted by 0, we get 3 again. Then we take this to bottom and 31. Now we check how many fives are there for 31. We get 6. 5 times 6, 30. Subtract, we get 1. Now we take this 4 to the bottom, 14. How many fives are there for 14? 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, we get 4. Now we can get additional 0 here. So now we check for how many fives are there for 40. 8 fives are there. 5 times 8 is 40. Division stops. So our answer is 3.14 divided by 5. Our answer is 0.628. Now, did you notice something? We only had a decimal number for the first part. Okay, this is the one we are dividing. We divide by 5. Okay, now we had only a decimal number for the number we are dividing. not the one we divided by. So then our example, next example contains decimal numbers for the both parts, the number that we are dividing and the number that we divide by. So now there is a step we have to do before we go to the longer division. So the thing is, we can write this 3.14 divided by 0.5. Now we have to convert this into something like this. Okay. Then we can write this as a fraction 3.14 divided by 0.5. Then the 3.14 is the numerator, denominator is the number we divided by. So 0.5. So you can see we can easily divide if we get a whole number for the number we divided by. Okay, so this one should be a whole number. So to convert this into a whole number, what we can do? We can take the decimal point to the right by one place. So then what we can do is we can multiply numerator and denominator by the same number, because if we multiply by the same number, these two can be cancelled out. So then the fraction doesn't change. So we didn't change the fraction, it remained the same. So 31.4 divided by 5. Now this became something like this that we did before. So now we can apply the longer division easily. So 31.4 divided by 5. So first, always remember to put the decimal point aligned here. And we check for 3, there's nothing. 30, we get 6 5s. So 5 times 6, 30. Subtract, we get 1. We no need to put decimal point here. Now 14. We take this 4 to the bottom. How many 5s are there for 14? 2. Put 2 here. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, we get 4. Take additional 0. 8 5s are there for 40. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract 0. The division stops. Now our final answer is 6.28. Okay. And I think you got the idea. I'll do 2 more examples in the exercise also. Okay. So the 28th one I'll do. So 28th one, 2.8 divided by 0.4. Now the first step is we have to write this as a fraction. The number we are dividing comes as the numerator. The first number comes as the numerator. 2.8. The number we are dividing by comes to the denominator. So like this. Now we have to make this denominator a whole number. So we have to take this decimal point to the right by one place. Then we can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 10. Then we get 28 over 4. So now we can do the longer division. So we know that 7 times 4 is 28. So this is easy. Division stops. So our answer is 7. Okay, I'll do the 36th one also. So 36th one, 0.0013 divided by 1.3. So the first step is we have to write this as a fraction. So the first number comes as the numerator, 0.0013 divided by the second number comes to the denominator, 1.3. So we have to make the denominator a whole number. So we have to take the decimal point to the right by one place. Then we multiply by 10. Then we get 0.013 over 13. Now we can now use the longer division. 0.013 divided by 1 3. So we check for C. First thing we have to put the decimal point aligned, and for 0 there is no 13s. 0 0. You can take this 0, it is also 0, then take this 1. For 1 also we haven't got any 13s, and 0, so 1 gets here. Now check with this 3, this 3 to the bottom. 13, now we get 1. 13 times 1, 13, 0, division stops. So our answer is 0.001. So always remember to put the decimal point aligned to the number we are dividing. Okay. So I think you got some idea. So let's meet in the next video. So like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.